Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth with the Aligned Potter, and today I'm joined by Jennifer Whilden, who is the owner of Carved in Mud Pottery and creator of the Boss Ribs, and Sejal Kinker, who is also a potter and occupational therapist and a certified hand specialist. And today we'll be looking at how to use the Boss Ribs and how they can help minimize some pain as well as provide some accessibility for users.
Okay. Hi, so I'm Jennifer, and I developed the Boss Ribs in collaboration with Speedball. We're going to throw with them today, and Sejal's here with me to watch me throw and offer her professional expertise on how to use these. So, yeah, here we go. So tell me what you see, Sejal.
So what I really like is that it provides you the ability to maintain a good, strong wrist, which then allows you to use your shoulder and your whole core, which is really helpful when throwing, especially if you're throwing a bigger piece. What I also am noticing that is because you have that nice strong wrist, you can actually maintain a good angle to help work with coning, which is really nice.
Yeah, and coning is something I've noticed that a lot of beginners struggle with. Like a lot of people, when they first learn how to throw, they just use the hockey puck technique to center, and that limits how much clay you can use. So yeah, I definitely can feel how quickly I can cone with these because it just creates this flat surface without having to use all these little muscles in my hand. Can you talk about that? Like what happens to potters who throw for 20 years or more?
So one of the things that happens is with potters, they start, when they're coning especially, developing an angulation of their fingers. I've noticed it more and more with some of the patients that I see.
Show my hand what that
so
looks
they
like.
start going ulnarly in their digits, and with the technical term, go ahead and relax your fingers, but they start doing this because you're coning, which means the amount of clay that you're trying to move comes from this area right here.
Okay.
So that totally changes the amount of strength that this muscle can maintain. And at some point, that makes those fingers turn more and more and more.
Okay.
And patients, especially with arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis especially, are much more prone to that. But even people who as potters, because if that's the position you're constantly maintaining, that's the position you're going to weaken in.
Right, right. So if we're using these, then say, like, can you speak to specifically how centering with these is going to help with that?
Well, there's no pressure on your fingers at this point.
Right.
You're doing what we really need is to use the palm of your hand, the ball of your hand, and not the fingers. Where most people start curling, you don't have that happening anymore.
Right.
You have that nice, great surface and using the heel. And you can even use more of your heel as you're doing it.
I mean, that was the idea behind the strap, was that you didn't have to hold it and so not using your fingers as much. So this is the other part of centering that I think these help with.
They make a huge difference. Again, you're able to maintain a good, strong wrist. Have great contact with the clay perfectly, and you're not having to push down as hard. And if you did, you can use your elbows to do more of the work, instead of pushing down this way.
Yeah, when I designed these, the idea was to source the bigger muscles in your arms, like in your body, just to source bigger muscles. All right, so this is the other little tool that I think people might be surprised to see in the pack. I don't have a boss base with me, but if you're opening your pot with your fingers or the boss base, and then this little tool. So this little tool will help you. You can even lift a wall with this.
Well, you're saving your hands along the way again, because otherwise you would have to push down with your fingers. You can actually use that to probably start opening, and then after that, you're really maintaining a good positioning, and it gives you a really nice curve on the inside. And cleans away a good bit of the clay that we're always trying to get rid of.
Right, that little extra thickness at the bottom.
Yes. Especially as beginners, we do. Even experienced potters.
Yes. So yeah, is there anything you've played around with these? Is there anything else that surprised you about these tools?
I think this one surprised me the most in how much I liked it. I really like the fact that I can put the sharp end at the bottom and give me a really good clean edge, and I didn't have to use my fingers nearly as much. I really like the fact that with the Boss Rib itself, I could center so fast. Once I had a good round ball, I was centering so fast, I got so many done.
Yeah, great.
And gave me consistency, which is one thing that I struggle with as a potter.
Yeah. So hopefully these will help potters like me who've been doing this for a while be able to do it longer and be able to help beginners do it faster. And then people with accessibility issues who have problems with arthritis or other types of differently abled hands be able to throw who couldn't otherwise. So, yep. So thanks for coming, Aligned Potter, and get some boss ribs.